Well, we have navigated the issue with 8 excellent speakers. We have gone from the contextual issues, including more specifically the legal dimensions, all the way to the practical that we just covered with Samba at the tail end. I think this has been a very exciting opportunity for me to interact with all of you and to basically contribute to this webinar series with one specific area that is of crucial importance for Africa's transformation, with insights, with the contributions that were quite lively and also in a certain way quite original, with different geographies present in our discussion across the continent, and also different contributions from the policy realm, which is what basically the webinar series is trying to struggle with.
Thank you to all the participants and especially the speakers. This has been really a rich and robust discussion. Indeed, it has painted a rich tapestry of the complexity, the diversity, and the variety of different situations across the African continent. Jane has taught us about, cattle herders and farmers and the tension that could arise between them and the important role of women. Wandile has emphasized the need for increased productivity to increase yield per capita, and about how, in the case of South Africa, biotech has been actually a positive story about increasing productivity. Nimrod has focused on how Africa is full of opportunity to increase high value production, particularly in areas like horticulture. Some countries have done it, like Ethiopia and Kenya in flowers, South Africa in citrus. One of the largest exporters of citrus into the EU comes from here. Dr. Osita has told us about government policy and how important it is to ensure that we have the right policies to support investment. And Dr. Samba Kawa has told us about the critical importance of small farmers in Africa, where the largest number of people are employed and work. And Ziad Hamoui has told us fascinating stories about real people at the borders, and the idea of the concept of non-tariff barriers will not be the same for me again because of the stories he's told. And of course, I am going to make a point of looking for that movie that Carlos told us about, Borders, and Burkina Faso, and we'll try and put a link to that so that everyone can see it. And Ziad, you have told us you're conceptualizing growing Africa, moving Africa, and trading Africa, and working towards a borderless continent. And lastly, I think I come away with the impression from this discussion of the tremendous opportunity and hope that exists with the dawn of the African continental free trade area and its imminent implementation early next year. It is going to create, no doubt, a massive market, 55 African countries, the largest by population in the world. And we have been talking about how we can increase the productive capacity of African countries so that they can all take advantage of this market. And some ideas were exchanged about how we can cooperate, how we can work together to build this regional market. And I'd like to thank all the partners of the school for their work and contribution, Sam Mba, Kalu and his colleagues, to help us bring this webinar to the attention of the participants and the listeners. The next steps for the school is really to help create such a platform for continued dialogue between experts like yourselves and practitioners, policymakers, about how we can continue to work together to build regional value chains in this sector across the continent. And so we look forward to all of you who participated to share with us any ideas and suggestions you have about how we can go forward. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.